He's a character by himself. Uh, he's very outspoken. If he doesn't like anything, he says right there. He says that. He doesn't hide anything.
Da dee dee da dee dee da dee dee dum. Full chord. Dum bum bum bum.
I am the youngest in the family.
I have never met Kemadasa's father, but I have seen his mother when she was alive. And Kemadasa was very devoted to his mother.
Even my symphony was written for her, mother of my time. Mother of my time. Then when I wrote this symphony, my mother was about 90 years. I had rehearsals with all the Douglas family, but 50-member orchestra in Colombo. So I finished the orchestra by about rehearsals, about 1 o'clock, and I came home here. So I told her, mother, you are going to be the chief guest on the 5th of May for this concert. I will send you a car from Colombo. You be ready, and you can come for the concert. I was arranging this box plan with Sunila. Then I got a call from home to come as early as possible. Then I came home. Before they told me, when I opened the gate, I got that, I got that feeling, there was something wrong with my mother. Because, when I very, very, very small days, when we are going to sleep or have a nap and all that, they used to throw some clothes, her, what she was wearing, this what you call kambai or something, and you get some milky smell in that. Yeah. So after so many years, when I opened the gate, I smelled that. Before they told me, I knew that my mother had passed away. So a funeral took place 1 day before the concert. He came here and did everything and went to the ladies' college auditorium. We kept an empty chair for her and had the concert.
One of the things I think that's very special about Khemadasa is that he has infinite confidence in himself and in his ability to make people produce the kinds of sounds that he wants, whether it is from an instrument or from a voice. And in his confidence, he really pushes people beyond their known limits. Yeah? And I think that's what's truly extraordinary about him, that I've often watched him work. And sometimes I've known what he wants, and I've looked at a person like a violinist or a cellist or a singer and said, no, forget it, this person is incapable. And the thing about Khemadasa is that he just bullies you and cajoles you and convinces you that you can do it, and then you do it.
As an artist, I do feel the struggle that amateur could go through, and I know at the same time those people who can really do something for those who really want to learn. Khemadasa has taken his time and money and devoting for these students coming from nowhere, not charging a cent from them. And this is, a feeling of a true artist, that the art must go through. Because if there weren't any students from his foundation, there would have been nobody to perform his cantatas or his operas or things like that. So, I feel it's a crime, when thinking from the aspect of those who really have the talent to put out. And also when you think of a man who has all the talent to give it out, it's not coming together. This is becoming so much of a kind of a pathetic situation where people are craving for something and somebody is waiting to give, but it's not being connected properly. So when Khemadasa has taken the initiative of doing that with his own capacity, it is not a extravagant thing. It is not at least a kind of a acceptable, place to conduct his classes. It's in a car park. You just walk to the car park and you have a shed where you can park cars. You have three sheds put together, having your foundation. Khemadasa Foundation sounds great to me.
The people who are not well educated and coming from several other parts of Sri Lanka, they don't know actually what Mr. Khemadasa intended to do. They think that he can be a musician overnight. So that there he failed. So I told Mr. Khemadasa, if you want to do a serious training in Sri Lanka, you must charge money from the people who are coming for your service. Otherwise, unwanted people are coming into your foundation, and finally they think, because they have nothing to lose, you are losing because you make effort and you lose your energy for training these people, and they leave you without notice.
You can get only 40 or 50 pupils, How can, I am the only person. Nothing. They are given free everything. And I used to carry, have you heard any man in the world, who is carrying food to their pupils, students?
Yes,
Students. But I did that. I don't want them to, but, then only you can say that you have become an artist. You must sense it. You must say, our neighborhood, our next. If I like them, I must like the other children too.
Khemadasa Foundation, I don't know, I don't see that there is a future for that after Khemadasa. Unless his daughters, they take it very seriously and run it. The other thing is, if they come back to Sri Lanka, whether the Sri Lankan situation at the moment would allow them to do what they intend to do. That is the problem. That is the main question. It is not the children's problem. Maybe they have the willpower to come and do something in Sri Lanka, but would Sri Lanka accept them as they wish? That is the problem in Sri Lanka.
It's hard to say who can carry on, because as far as I can see, there is no successor to Mr. Khemadasa. If his children were here, for instance, the daughters could have carried on.
Sri Lanka, in any case, for young women is very protective, very cloying. And then on top of it, you have a father like Khemadasa, who's an extraordinarily powerful personality, but also very authoritarian. They were very much his possessions. I think Mother Lata is a kind of a background figure. And if you look at the girls' education, at how they were brought up and shaped, very much his creations. Huh? So I always tell the girls that the wisest decision that they have made is to stay away. But I know that he finds it very heartbreaking because, in a way, he would have liked one or both of them to kind of take over from him. And I don't think either of them is able to do that or ready to do that or should be pushed into doing that.
What is there to achieve in this country? My God, I am thoroughly fed up. What is there to achieve? Yes. You can see these audience doing all these symphonies, operas and all that. They were seated like donkeys there in the auditorium. Only very few, at least. Yes.
So do you think that you should
But the ordinary people is not like that.
So you think that ordinary people understand or respect your music?
Educated people? All these educated people, they want to show that, pretend that they know how to understand music. No, they are the worst people.
You think that ordinary people are deeper, less superficial?
Yes, sure. At least they are trying to.
Or more sincere?
Yes, more sincere, yes, that's right. Yeah. They never lies, Yes, they are very... Our bourgeois people, who is nice and all that, yes, all lies. This is a lie. That is why any composer cannot come here because my life, not only the technique, inspiration. That is how these people like me. They worship me, If I happen to go on the road, yes. Because I am always with them. Not with my family, not with her family. They never supported me. Only the people. Still they love me. Still they love me. All these creations and everything comes from here. You have to be very kind. The mankind, everything. You have to come, you must allow it to come. Now morning before I go to the piano or work or film work or anything, I used to go and put these fingers on, I used to think, previous day, what I have done for the people who were starving and beggars, have I given something for them? Then only I go and touch the piano, If you get a feeling, that you have helped someone on the road, then only these fingers start working. It's not the technique. It's not the technique. Technique comes after that, always. Then only, that is why for the last 40, 50 years people like me and my music.